Hey, what's going on, y'all, man? We back today with another video. This one's gonna be about DJ Lagway. As we all know, he transferred from Florida to Baylor, and we just here to hear what he has to say. You feel me? I feel like there's a lot of DJ Lagway haters out there, especially ones from Gainesville, talking about he wasn't the guy that we thought and all this stuff. And I think, bro, he showed a lot of signs, bro, and like I just don't think he was he had the best situation for him. You know what I mean? We all see that. And I'm excited to see what he does at Baylor, bro. Like he was, if you follow his story and his journey, you would know he was originally supposed to be at Baylor, decommitted, and then committed to Florida. Um, I believe his pops also went to Baylor, and like he's a Texas kid, so it's one of those things where all signs was meant for him to be at Baylor. So with all that being said, man, let's just see what he has to say.
DJ, I understand that like transferring is inherently about a fresh start. What do you think needs to be the biggest difference for you in this fresh start?
Yeah, the biggest difference for me is really, I'm just blessed, to be in the situation I am. Having an off season, being healthy, just working on things that I've been having to have the opportunity to work on since my freshman year. That are things I need to clean up. So I'm excited to really go out there and put it all together. It's gonna be fun.
How different was this offseason from last year? Because I remember like you were putting out Instagram videos basically when you could throw, and everybody's just waiting, saying, "Okay, what's DJ doing today?" What?
Bro, let's just stop it there. That's another thing that people just forget, bro. Like these athletes have to go put their bodies on the line, bro. Like he has always been battling injuries, so it's one of those things where, like sometimes some guys just try to rush it back. They're trying to just give it all to their team, and it was just one of those situations where maybe sometimes they come back too early. You feel me? Could have been one of those situations, but he just want to put the team first. So the fans don't want to see that. They don't want to believe that side of things. You know what I mean? Again, I'm a believer of DJ Lagway, and I'm excited to see what he does at Baylor, man. So I'm happy he's talking about how he feels, especially in terms of his whole injury health.
How much has that changed?
It's been it's been a roller coaster. It's been different, and I'm thankful for it. And just being able to get on the field and practice, make plays, make mistakes, learn from them, and practice, and being able just to build chemistry with my teammates. And I've been tremendously thankful for that. Working on things that I've necessarily haven't had the chance to work on. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
DJ, when you went to Florida, you were a pretty high-profile prospect. NIL was a huge part of that. Like you
Five
made adult
plus star
decisions when
guy.
you were in high school and probably had to mature faster than kids would have in previous. But how much of a burden is it when you're viewed as the savior of a program? And what's it like going to a place and feeling like everybody needs you to save a place?
I say, man, that was a pretty fun experience. I learned a lot. It's definitely a lot of highs and a lot of lows. So just really experiencing that, man, it definitely grew me into who I am today. And I'm excited just to, be authentically myself this year. Just go out there and have fun and play.
Bro, that is a mature answer. That's the answer you want from your quarterback. You want from your leader. Do not knock a program. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in a situation where a player is all of a sudden bashing his former program because he transferred. You see that happen all the time, and that's not a good look. No matter what athlete you are, no matter who you are, no matter how high profile you are, don't transfer schools and then bash the former school. I'm telling you, it's a bad look. It's not professional, and leagues higher than you don't want to see that.
How much do you think things not going the way that you wanted there had to do with health? How much of it was mental? Like, what do you think just did not go your way there?
Yeah, I say really the cultivation of both. Being able to, while I wasn't healthy, really not, the mental side of it, and then being able, when I was healthy, fighting the mental battles of not having not having the amount of reps that I needed to do to go out there and perform on the field. So being able to battle both, that was a tremendous advantage. So
When you
Yeah, man, another good answer. It's one of those things where he's not bashing the coaches. It wasn't the coach's fault. It wasn't the system. He was saying it was a lot of mental on his load. And then on top of that, it was a lot of trying to battle. You know what I mean? Just trying to battle, not having the reps, the game time speed to kind of catch up. And that basically you're always playing catch up, And I feel like it's a good answer, man. It's a good answer. I like it. Hold on. All right, let's get going back.
Okay, how critical was it to make sure you developed a relationship with those new teammates? I know you took a bunch of guys to Miami and were throwing with them. Like, how
The NIL different.
helped this process?
it's been crucial. Letting guys see who you are outside of football, and being able to build those relationships and build memories that will last a lifetime. And You know, when you step on the field and look, you got next to you, you got memories with that guy. You know who he is as a person. It's a blessing.
Appreciate it, DJ. Thank you so much.
Man, I'm telling you, man, DJ is going to have a great year this year, bro. I'm a believer. I'm not one of those haters like the rest of y'all around the country, who's like, yo, he's a bust and da 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 da. Bro, just let this guy, let his game speak. You feel me? And I think once his game speaks, bro, you guys are all gonna like him. Yeah, like I said, that's all I gotta say, man. DJ's a dog. He's a fan. I'm a fan of this guy. And at the end of the day, bro, I believe he's gonna ball out at Baylor. Y'all let me know what you guys think, how he's gonna do this year. And what's your hopes for him? You feel me? With that being said, I'm out, yo.